and welcome to our channel Drugs, Diseases and Pharmacology. I am Dr. Debashri Das Datta, and today we will be discussing definitions of some terms associated with the discipline of pharmacology. In today's episode, we will be discussing the definitions of the terms pharmacology, pharmacodynamics, pharmacokinetics, pharmacotherapy, chemotherapy, clinical pharmacology, toxicology, pharmacovigilance, pharmacogenomics, pharmacoepidemiology, pharmacoeconomics, psychopharmacology, neurophamacology, drugs, essential drugs, orphan drugs, and drugs compendias. First of all, let's refresh. What is pharmacology? Like I said in our last episode, the word pharmacology is derived from two Greek terms, pharmakon and logos. Pharmakon represent anything, any molecule, any substance that can act either as a remedy or a poison. In context of pharmacology, from here on, we will refer pharmakon as drugs and logos is study. Therefore, pharmacology is the study of drugs. More specifically, pharmacology is the study of source, physical chemical properties, physiological action, absorption, fate, excretion and therapeutic uses of exogenously administered chemical molecules which are also referred to as drugs or medicinal agents. आम शब्दों में बोले तो औषधि विज्ञान की वो शाखा जो औषधियों के स्रोत, गुण, उपयोग, प्रभाव एवं क्रिया से संबंधित है उसे फार्माकोलॉजी कहते हैं. Pharmacology has two main branches, pharmacodynamics and pharmacokinetics. Pharmacodynamics, like pharmacology, is also derived from the Greek word pharmakon combined with the word dynamics. Pharmakon is drug and dynamics means power. Therefore, pharmacodynamics is the power of drugs, or what is the effect of drug on human body. More specifically, what is the mechanism of action of any drug. To put it simply, pharmacodynamics is the study of the physiological and biochemical actions of a drug at organ, cellular, subcellular and macromolecular level. दवाइयों के शारीरिक, जैव रासायनिक प्रभाव और क्रियातंत्रों से संबंधित शाखा को फार्माकोडायनामिक्स कहकर संबोधित किया जाता है. Next to pharmacodynamics, the other major domain of pharmacology is pharmacokinetics. Like pharmacology, pharmacokinetics is also sourced from the Greek word pharmakon, coupling it with the word kinetics. Pharmakon is drug, while kinetics denotes movement. Together, pharmacokinetics is the movement of drug. In pharmacokinetics, we map the movement of drug throughout the body, or what effect the body has on the drug. More specifically, the physiological alteration of drug by the human body is known as pharmacokinetics. फार्माकोलॉजी की वो शाखा जो कि शरीर के भीतर औषधियों के संचालन से संबंधित है उसे फार्माकोकाइनेटिक्स कहा जाता है. From ingestion to egestion, a drug molecule encounters various internal processes. These processes are acromanized as A, D, M, E. A stands for absorption, D for distribution, M for metabolism and E for excretion. We will be taking each and every of these terms in detail in our episode on pharmacokinetics. आसान शब्दों में इसकी व्याख्या करें तो शरीर के भीतर जिन आंतरिक क्रियाओं से कोई भी औषधि संसाधित होती है उसके संक्षिप्त रूप को हम ADME कहते हैं. A absorption या अवशोषण, D डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन या वितरण, M मेटाबॉलिज्म या चय अपचय, E एक्सक्रीशन या उत्सर्जन. Now Let us look into some terms related to the application of pharmacology. First is pharmacotherapeutics. It is formed by the amalgamation of two terms, pharmacology and therapeutics. Pharmacology is study of drugs, while therapeutics denotes treatment of diseases along with the knowledge of action of medicinal agents. Therefore, pharmacotherapeutic defines the application of pharmacological information of a drug along with the knowledge of the disease for the purpose of its mitigation, cure, or prevention. Under pharmacotherapeutics, we determine the appropriate drug, that is, which drug to take for which diseases, the dosage regimen, for how long and in which form to take the drug, and duration of treatment, that is, for how long we will be taking the drug. सरल शब्दों में किसी भी रोग के इलाज, शमन या रोकथाम के उद्देश्य से रोग के ज्ञान के साथ साथ औषधि की जानकारी के अनुप्रयोग को हम फार्माकोथेरेपी कहते हैं। इसके अंतर्गत हम उपयुक्त औषधि का चयन, आवश्यक खुराक का आहार एवं उपचार की अवधि का निर्धारण करते हैं। A very important topic that is studied under pharmacology is chemotherapy or chemical therapy. Chemotherapy is treatment of systemic infections or malignancies with specific drugs. Systemic infections or infections are diseases that are caused by parasites, bacteria, viruses, fungi, or the microbial world in general. They are treated by the use of antimicrobial agents such as the antivirals, antifungals, antibacterials, antibiotics. Malignancies means cancer, and they are treated by various classes of anti-cancer drugs. The study of antimicrobials and anti-cancer agents constitute chemotherapy. सरल शब्दों में उन औषधियों को कीमोथेरेपी के अंतर्गत वर्णित किया जाता है जिनका उपयोग संक्रमण एवं कैंसर के उपचार में किया जाता है। One of the very important application of pharmacology is clinical pharmacology. Clinical pharmacology means scientific study of drugs in man. It helps to generate data for evidence-based medicine. Now, what is evidence-based medicine? Evidence is proof, more specifically proof accumulated by research. Therefore, treatment based on the proof accumulated by research in favor of a particular drug or treatment intervention against a disease is clinical pharmacology. Clinical pharmacology में मनुष्यों में दवाइयों का अध्ययन एवं रोगियों में उनके प्रभावी, सुरक्षित और किफ़ायती उपयोग से संबंधित विज्ञान को कहते हैं। इसके अंतर्गत हम साक्ष्य आधारित चिकित्सा के लिए डेटा का अर्जन करते हैं। To define the therapeutic attributes of any drug or medicine, toxicology works hand in hand with pharmacology. As toxicology is the study of poisonous effect of drugs and other chemicals in human beings. Toxicology के माध्यम से हम दवाइयों एवं अन्य रासायनिक पदार्थ के विषैले प्रभाव का अध्ययन कर सकते हैं। Toxicology helps to define the adverse effect of side effect of any drug. टॉक्सिकोलॉजी के माध्यम से हम किसी भी चिकित्सा पद्धति या किसी भी ड्रग के दुष्प्रभावों का अध्ययन कर सकते हैं। One other application of pharmacology is pharmacovigilance. Pharmacovigilance is an amalgamation of the terms pharmacology and vigilance. Pharmacology is study of drugs, while vigilance is the state of being alert. Therefore, pharmacovigilance is the science of detection, assessment, understanding and prevention of adverse effect of drug after they have been approved for clinical use. Basically, it is post-marketing surveillance of drug for any previously unreported, unobserved adverse reaction. It helps the pharmaceutical companies and regulatory authorities keep tab on any unobserved adverse reaction in a drug that is approved for clinical use. सीधे शब्दों में किसी भी औषधि के क्लिनिकल यूज के उपरांत देखे गए औषधि के दुष्प्रभाव या प्रतिकूल प्रभावों का पता लगाना, मूल्यांकन करना एवं उसके रोकथाम करने से संबंधित गतिविधियों को कहा जाता है। ये एक फार्माकोलॉजी की बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट शाखा है। One other important application of pharmacology is pharmacogenomics. Pharmacogenomics is a mixture of the words pharmacology and genomics, where genomics denotes the study of structure, function, evolution, mapping of genome or the entire genetic set of an organism. Therefore, pharmacogenomics defines the study of genetic variation that causes difference in drug response among individual and population. For example, let's take the drug paracetamol. It's a very common drug and it is used as an antipyretic that is used to reduce fever and pain. Some individuals may see the effect after taking one dose, some may need 2 doses, and in some the drug may be allergic and they cannot use it at all. To understand the reason for these variation of the same drug in different individuals, we study pharmacogenomics. Pharmacogenomics आनुवांशिक विज्ञान की उस अध्ययन को कहते हैं जिसके अंतर्गत हम औषधियों के मनुष्य और आबादी के प्रतिक्रिया में अंतर का मूल्यांकन कर पाते हैं। Pharmacoepidemiology, the word originates by the combination of the terms pharmacology and epidemiology. Epidemiology means the control of incidence, distribution of diseases and other factors related to health. Now, pharmacoepidemiology means the study of interaction between drugs, diseases and human population. It helps to evaluate the risk and benefit of using a drug or a treatment intervention in real life condition. मानव में दवाइयों और मानव आबादी के बीच की परस्पर प्रतिक्रिया के मूल्यांकन को हम फार्माकोएपिडेमियोलॉजी के अंतर्गत करते हैं। इसके माध्यम से हम दवाइयों के जोखिमों और प्रभावों की वास्तविक स्थिति में जांच कर पाते हैं। Pharmacoeconomics, the term is a mixture of the words pharmacology and economics, where economics is the knowledge regarding the production, consumption and transfer of wealth. Therefore, pharmacoeconomics defines the science measuring cost and outcomes associated with the use of pharmaceuticals in healthcare. More specifically, under pharmacoeconomics, we determine the cost of producing and testing a particular drug, and we evaluate whether the outcomes or the benefits associated with the use of that drug justifies the cost input required to manufacture that drugs. आसान शब्दों में फार्माकोइकोनॉमिक्स में हम किसी भी औषधि के उत्पादन, वितरण व उपयोग में लगाई गई राशि का मापन करते हैं एवं ये देखते हैं कि जो राशि किसी भी औषधि को बनाने के में प्रयोग की जा रही है वो जायज़ है कि नहीं, वो उसके बेनिफिट्स या उसके उस औषधि के लाभ के लिए उपयुक्त है कि नहीं। Psychopharmacology is another branch of pharmacology. It combines the concept of psychology and pharmacology. Broadly speaking, psychology is the study of functions of the human mind. And pharmacology is, but of course, study of drugs. Therefore, psychopharmacology is the study of effect of drugs on mental, emotional and behavioral processes of the human mind. For examples, it includes the category of drugs such as anti-anxiety, medications, मनुष्य के मानसिक, भावनात्मक एवं व्यवहारिक प्रक्रियाओं पे औषधि के प्रभाव को साइकोफार्माकोलॉजी के अंतर्गत वर्णित किया जाता है। Neuropharmacology combines the concept of neurology and pharmacology. Neurology is the study of the nervous system. Therefore, the study of effect of drugs on nervous system is neuropharmacology. In this, we include drugs like the anti-Parkinsonian drugs, anti-Alzheimer meds, drugs for dementia, etc. तंत्र पर दवाइयों के प्रभाव को हम न्यूरोफार्माकोलॉजी के अंतर्गत पढ़ते हैं। From the start of this channel, we have been talking a lot about drugs. We are saying pharmacon, that is remedy or poison, it means drug. Now, from where did the term drug come? While most of the terms in science originates from Greek or Latin, the word drug has a French root. Drug is sourced from the French word drogue, that means dry herbs. It is the indication that early on medicines were mostly herbs and sourced from plants. Therefore, drug is any substance or product that is intended to modify or explore physiological system or pathological states for the benefit of the recipient. Drug फ्रांसीसी भाषा के शब्द ड्रोग से लिया गया है, जिसका अर्थ है सूखी जड़ी बूटी। ड्रग या औषधि या दवाइयाँ किसी भी ऐसे पदार्थ या उत्पाद को कहते हैं जिसका सेवन करने से प्राप्तकर्ता के शारीरिक प्रणालियों में लाभ या रोग की स्थिति में संशोधन किया जा सके। Now, drug or naming a drug has three processes. Drug nomenclature has three parts: the chemical nomenclature, the non-proprietary or generic name, or the proprietary name. To understand the difference between these three, let's take the example of aspirin. The chemical name of the drug defines the chemical structure of the molecule. For example, aspirin is known as 2-acetoxybenzoic acid or acetyl salicylic acid based on its chemical structure or chemical formula. The non-proprietary or generic name is the name for that chemical structure that has been accepted by regulatory bodies or authorities, such as the United States adopted name or the British approved name or international non-proprietary names, such as the word aspirin. Next comes the brand name, that is, each manufacturer give its own name to the particular drug and that becomes the brand name. Like you all may have heard the term or name Dispirin for aspirin. It is the name given by Ricketts and Benix, the R&B company, while Piramal markets aspirin as Aspro and Cipla markets it as Clopidogrel. Essential medicines are drugs that satisfy the priority healthcare needs of a population. आवश्यक दवाइयाँ वो दवाइयाँ होती हैं जो किसी भी आबादी के प्राथमिक चिकित्सा देखभाल के लिए ज़रूरी होती हैं. The Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has issued the National List of Essential Medicine for India, and it is known as the NLEM. It includes 384 medicine in 27 therapeutic categories. Ministry of हेल्थ एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर MHRD ने इंडिया के एसेंशियल या आवश्यक दवाइयों का एक सूची वर्णित की है, जिसको हम कहते हैं नेशनल लिस्ट ऑफ एसेंशियल मेडिसिन, जिसके अंतर्गत 384 दवाइयों को 27 थेरेपेटिक कैटेगरीज में विभाजित किया गया है. Now, WHO has set certain criteria for essential medicine. वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के कुछ मानदंड है एक आवश्यक दवा के लिए. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, मोस्टली एसेंशियल मेडिसिन्स आर सिंगल कंपाउंड विथ अवेलेबिलिटी in adequate amount, in appropriate dose, and assured quality and clinical data on efficacy and safety. Essential medicine must be available at a price that individual and community can afford. आवश्यक दवाएं अक्सर एकल यौगिक होती हैं. इनकी प्राप्त मात्रा, इनका भंडारण प्राप्त मात्रा में होना चाहिए, इनकी उचित खुराक उपलब्ध होनी चाहिए और इनकी गुणवत्ता भंडारण पर सुनिश्चित रहनी चाहिए. और सबसे ज़रूरी बात ये है कि ये इनकी सुरक्षा और गुणवत्ता और इनकी प्रभाविक कार्यता की नैदानिक या क्लिनिकल डेटा होना चाहिए और इनकी उपलब्धि उचित मूल्य पर होनी चाहिए. Second WHO criteria is essential medicines must be selected based on rationally developed treatment guidelines and their quality and viability on storage should be ensured. भंडारण पर आवश्यक दवाओं की गुणवत्ता, जैव उपलब्धता और स्थिरता सुनिश्चित होनी चाहिए. Its choice should depend upon the pattern of prevalent disease, availability of facility, trained personnel, financial resources, genetic, demographic and environmental factors. आवश्यक दवाइयों का चयन प्रचलित बीमारियों, परीक्षित कर्मियों और तकनीकी सुविधाओं, वित्तीय संसाधनों की उपलब्धता और आनुवंशिक एवं पर्यावरणिक कारकों पर निर्भर होना चाहिए. Selection of essential medicine is a continuous process and should take into priorities the changing needs of healthcare as well as the progress in pharmacological knowledge. आवश्यक औषधियों का चयन एक सतत प्रक्रिया है. इसमें बदलते स्वास्थ्य देखभाल की ज़रूरतें एवं औषधि विज्ञान में अर्जन ज्ञान को ध्यान में रखकर करना चाहिए. Orphan drugs. Orphan drugs are those drugs that are used for the diagnosis, treatment and prevention of rare disease or condition or diseases that are more endemic in poor or developing countries. The cost of developing orphan drugs will never be recovered by the sale of the drugs. Therefore, to manufacture orphan drugs, government provides some tax benefits. And also there are certain acts that encourage the production of orphan drugs, such as Orphan Drug Act in USFDA, in USA. Now, some examples of orphan drug may be like fomepizole, that is used for alcohol poisoning, amphotericin B for antifungal or treatment of fungal diseases, miltefosine for leishmaniasis, rifabutin for treatment of TB, especially with the HIV as complication. Succimer is used for lead toxicity, somatotropin for growth hormone deficiency, digoxin immune fab is used to treat digoxin toxicity, and liothyronine is used to treat hypothyroidism. Orphan drugs ये वो औषधियाँ हैं जो कि किसी भी दुर्लभ बीमारी या अवस्था या उन बीमारियों के निदान के लिए उपयोग होता है जो कि ज़्यादातर गरीब देशों में या बढ़ते हुए देशों में देखा गया है. इन दवाइयों के उत्पादन में कोई मुनाफा नहीं होता, इसलिए ऑर्फन ड्रग्स की दवाइयों के उत्पादन में सरकार कर लाभ देती है. कुछ दवाइयाँ हैं जैसे फॉमेपिजोल जो कि अल्कोहल पॉइजनिंग में यूज़ होता है, शराब से होने वाली नुकसान में, टीबी के अगेंस्ट रिफाब्यूटिन जैसी ड्रग्स, और ग्रोथ हार्मोन डेफिशिएंसी जो ज़्यादातर गरीब देशों में होता है उसके लिए जैसे सोमैटोट्रोपिन, या हाइपोथायरॉयडिज्म जो फिर से उन देशों में होता है जहाँ पर खाने की व्यवस्था उतनी सक्षम नहीं हो, तो लायोथायरिन बेसिकली वो सारे ड्रग्स जिनकी मुनाफा, जिनका यूज़ उतना ज़्यादा नहीं है या उतने सक्षम लोगों में नहीं है, उनको ऑर्फन ड्रग्स कहते हैं. Last but not the least, let's talk about drug compendias. We have talked about drugs, essential drugs, orphan drugs. There are numerous drugs. Now, compilation of these drugs in form of monographs is known as drug compendias. Now, what is a monograph? Monograph is a single article on a particular subject. Now, compilation of these drugs, we know them as pharmacopoeias, like the Indian Pharmacopoeia, United States Pharmacopoeia, British Pharmacopoeia. There is even a Chinese Pharmacopoeia. Japan. Each country has its own pharmacopoeias, but we know mostly the United States Pharmacopoeia, British Pharmacopoeia, as well as the Indian Pharmacopoeia. So pharmacopoeias and also formularies, these are examples of drug compendias. Now, what is the difference between pharmacopoeia and a formulary? Pharmacopoeia includes monograph on description of chemical structure, molecular weight, physical and chemical property, solubility, identification, assay methods, standards of purity, storage condition, and dosage form of drugs that are officially approved in a country. And formularies are booklets that list the indication, dose, dosage form, contraindication, precaution, adverse effect, storage condition of selected drugs that are available for medicinal use in a country. Examples include the Indian National Formulary, or USPNF, that is United States Pharmacopoeia and Formulary, or the British National Formulary. ड्रग कॉम्पेंडिया औषधियों के ऊपर मोनोग्राफ का संग्रह होता है. इनको हम फार्माकोपियाज और फॉर्मुलरीज के नाम से जानते हैं. फार्माकोपियाज के अंतर्गत भौतिक और रासायनिक विशेषताएं, घुलनशीलता, पहचान और परख के तरीके, सुधारता के मानक एवं भंडारण की स्थिति और खुराक के रूप का विवरण है. वहीं दूसरी तरफ फॉर्मुलरीज या स्तुतिकरण किसी भी देश में औषधि के उपयोग के लिए उपलब्ध चयनित दवाइयों के संकेत, खुराक के रूप, मतभेद, सावधानियां, प्रतिकूल प्रभाव और भंडारण की पुस्तिका सूची को कहा गया है. With this, we come to the end of today's episode. Thank you for watching. In our next episode, we will be discussing some historical landmarks in the field of pharmacology. So stay tuned for more videos, and please like, comment, share and hit the bell icon to subscribe our channel. Also, if you have any queries regarding the current content of the episode, please comment and we will get back to you. Thank you. See you in the next episode.